My name is Delaney, and I am the SVP of Media Investment and Strategy. And what that entails is very simply working with our media leadership across our account teams in collaboration with the technology and media providers that we invest in the most to create innovations together on behalf of our clients. Digital video has always been the opportunity for sight, sound, and motion content to be done right. As the consumer's consumption demands and expectations have shifted, video can adapt to that. And what it's done is it's asked us as creators both of the content that our messaging runs adjacent to, as well as on the marketing side and representatives of marketers, to be far more thoughtful around where you are conveying those messages, the environment. What is next in terms of consumption habits? I don't think those are changing, right? It seems like almost every 24 months we are looking at a different length of format within a different environment. This is going to be a place where we are going to have to listen as marketers very carefully to the consumer. It's not a one-size-fits-all, and it shouldn't be. It should be native, but it also should take into consideration the next sort of generation of those individuals that we're messaging to and how they expect to be spoken to. It's our responsibility to help clients understand the changing landscapes, whether they're new communities or platforms, where consumption of content is happening. And it's less so about how do you do it. It's more about what is your practice for articulating the roadmap of a marketer's marketing strategy. I think we have to embrace the fact that we've got to be questioning and pressure testing and retesting the types of content that we're creating, whether it's length or environment. There's far more we can do to make a message far more relevant to a target audience and consumer, whether that, again, is based on the environment or just the signals that we can capture. And we have to be very clear and very sort of confident in when we are strategizing with our clients that this is what is required in order for the ad to be effective. And there's buy-in. There's buy-in that needs to happen there. It's iterative, but it is no longer a landscape where we can feel like we can spend a lot of money up front and then not make many iterations, if any, changes to the way this content gets distributed. There's also technologies that are specifically built for multiple iterations of creative that can be deployed quickly, all of which is going to help sort of all of us as consumers enjoy the messaging experience, making it feel less like an interruption to what we're consuming. Today, and for the foreseeable future, the #1 issue that has to be tackled by the industry, because it is an industry issue, is ad fraud. Plain and simple. It is video predominant. It's video predominant because those behind these scams are targeting the high demand, the low amount of availability, the high CPMs. And it has been running rampant for far longer than I think individual buyers and sellers want to admit. The detection technology is coming along, but the amount of resources required to capture and catch an instance of ad fraud is far greater than I think individuals realize. There are protocols and standards in place now like ads.txt. If we hadn't had that, we'd be in real trouble. So we have a solution here. What we really need is less emotion, less finger pointing, a real rational conversation, and that's where the IAB comes into play. I joined because this is where great thinking happens. This is where great progress is made, great debate, great discussion, and sometimes that can be on the drier side. That could be around the standardization of measurement and attribution. Ad fraud has, at least should have, taught us all that this is why organizations exist. Advisory groups that bring in the perspective of the buy side especially. That is, one of the key reasons why I'm most excited to be working with the IAB Video Center of Excellence as an advisor, because I clearly have a passionate point of view, and I clearly want to see us do great work again, putting ad fraud as far behind us as we can. This is a journey, not a destination. We're going for success, not perfection. I would love to find us in a dynamic where it has all of the benefits of being open, but it is closed to ad fraud. If we feel like we can get there together as an industry, I'm all for it.